Warning, cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
You could just throw away everything like that.
Alfredo, hey! What are you doing?
I didn't know him.
What do you mean? I'm his girlfriend. For you.
I'm his girlfriend. I've been knowing him for a long time.
What?
I've been trying to tell you.
What do you mean you've been trying to tell me? Get over it, okay?
No,
Come on.
hey.
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
Just like he's just trying to keep a big secret from me.
I just can't go on anymore. I need to know the truth.
I don't like being the one that has to show you this.
Oh, Jesus.
I asked her about him, and she said nothing was going on. Do you want to confront him?
Oh, yeah. Take me there.
Yeah, I got him. Hey, go. Go.
Get down here.
Whoa.
This is like not how this is supposed to work,
Just
John.
go. Go with him.
I love you. I'm so sorry.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Greetings, I'm Joey Greco. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Cheaters. Please meet Suzanne Ravazos, a young lady worried sick at the thought of her boyfriend's infidelity. Fed up with his oscillating affection, Suzanne brings in cheaters to ensure he's being an honorable gentleman.
Suzanne Ravazos, age 26, an executive assistant worried that her boyfriend may be bending the truth when explaining his whereabouts.
I've never been in love before, and, he's my first, and, you always think about, being happily ever after and finding your first love and, just, spending the rest of your lives with each other. He's been saying that he's been tied up at work, which I understand because he's got things coming up, but it's just every single day, it's just another excuse after another, and it's just not like him. He's usually, always there. He doesn't ever need to have an excuse. He always wants to see me, He just puts everything aside for me. And lately, it's like I've been pushed to the side. Before, every single day, Freddie would make me feel like, I was the most beautiful person in the world. And here lately, I just feel like just, so unattractive and so just less of a person. Like, how can you treat someone that you care about like this? And it really hurts. I love him so much. I don't, I want to think that there's nothing that we can't work through. And, I just know him so much. He's like my best friend. Without him in my life, I just don't think I would have much of a life.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Alfredo Freddy Morales, age 26. A network development technician unable to cut off ties with a woman from a previous relationship. Investigation Day 4. Cheaters inspectors find good fortune on Day 4 of this challenging inquisition. The suspect's disappearing act comes to an end after detectives spot the elusive fellow departing his place of employment. Minutes later, suspect Alfredo Morales arrives at an apartment complex. A short time later, all questions are quickly answered when suspect Morales is observed walking back to his car with an unidentified female. The pair travels a short distance away to a well-known dance club. About an hour later, Morales and his female companion leave the club and head up the street to grab a slice of pizza. The couple then travels to the female companion's residence. Upon arrival, suspect Morales attempts to gain entry into her apartment by whispering sweet nothings into her ear. Dejected yet determined, he departs the locale to cook up his next plan of attack. Investigation Day 7. Cheaters agents are back to work and on the trail of suspect Morales. Suspect Morales punches in the code on the gate and scurries over to his sweetheart's apartment. A short time later, he exits the complex with his female companion, now identified as Lucy Monuendes. Morales appears to be quite the affectionate type, as he puts his hands all over companion Monuendes while walking to a nearby dance club. A short while later, suspect Morales exits the club with an unknown gentleman as they make their way to the rear of the suspect's vehicle. Suspect Morales stuffs a mysterious item into his pocket and hightails it back into the club. Hours later, the couple struts to the car and heads back to companion Monuendes' abode. Suspect Morales apparently gets lucky this time as the couple vanishes inside the residence for the night. Investigation day 13. Cheater's PIs lock in on suspect Morales just minutes after he departs his workplace. A short time later, the two hand-holding lovebirds exit the gate. Suspect Morales' list of excuses is quite abundant, as displayed in this recorded phone call with Suzanne.
Hello?
Hey, where are you?
This whole promotion thing, it's really got me backed up on a lot of things that I have to do. So tonight, I still have to prepare, you know.
But you promised me. I mean, how many times are you going to keep doing this?
I really have to prepare this presentation for tomorrow.
You've known I've been excited about this. I've been getting ready all day. You know, buying things for dinner. You know, I thought this was supposed to be something special.
And it is, and I do apologize.
Well, you're cheapening it. You are.
Just not tonight, and I will give you a call.
No, okay, just bye.
Cheater's operatives terminate the investigation to corroborate Suzanne's initial suspicions. Coming up, the confrontation.
Now that hope of Morales' innocence is extinguished, Cheaters arranges a time and place to tell Suzanne about everything that's transpired. Unyielding in her crusade for integrity, Suzanne takes another step on the path to righteousness. Suzanne, thank you for being here. You contacted us because you had some questions about your relationship. Our detectives have compiled some of the information that you asked us to try and find out. Are you ready to take a look at that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, on this day in the investigation, a detective followed Freddie from his place of business to an apartment complex, and after a minute, he comes back out with this young woman in tow. They head off and are followed to a nearby club, and as they go in, you can see that they're holding hands. After they were in the club for a while, he leaves with the same young lady. They stop off for a bite. He brings the same young woman back to her apartment. There's a short interaction at the gate, and then he leaves. Are you gonna be all right?
Yeah. I'm just wondering.
On this day of the investigation, Suzanne, he picks up the same young lady, and there they exchange an intimate moment before they get in the car. They're followed again to a bar. As they're going in, you see he's got his hand on her hip. Now, after a short time in the club, he heads back out, gets something out of a trunk. There's a transaction with this gentleman. It appears he's putting something in his pocket. He goes back into the club. He and his companion leave the bar. They go back to the apartment. They exchange another kiss, and that's where he remained. On this day in the investigation, he takes her to a restaurant. There they are, entering the restaurant, holding hands again in the parking lot. He drops her off, and there you can see what's taken place.
How could you just throw away everything like that?
All right, I know it's not easy, it's all right. The reason that we stand here tonight, Suzanne, he's again with this young lady, and we're gonna be able to provide you a chance to get the answers.
That's good. That's what I want.
You ready? All right. What do you got? They're in a club right around the corner. Okay, we're here, we're ready. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna stay right here until we get a call from the detective. As soon as they leave the club, he's gonna call me, and then we'll go.
Okay.
Okay. Hang on one second. Yeah, what do you got? Okay, go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, they're on the sidewalk. Coming around the corner. Hang on, hang on. Let's go, guys. I see him.
Alfredo! Hey, Alfredo, hey!
What's going on?
What are you doing? Alfredo, hey! No, hey! Where are you going? Huh? Where are you going?
Hey!
Where are you going? Alfredo, hey! What are you doing?
How do you know him?
What do you mean? I'm his girlfriend. Who are you?
I'm his girlfriend. I've been knowing him for a long time, girl.
What do you mean you've been knowing him for a long time, man? That's
He
my
is my
boyfriend.
Girl.
Alfredo!
We can do this somewhere else.
What do you mean we can do this somewhere else?
Hey!
What do you mean?
we can do this somewhere else.
What the are you doing here, huh? Is this your
Look,
business
no.
meetings and everything? Huh? What is this? Huh?
Look,
Come on.
she was my girlfriend before I came to Dallas, okay?
Whatever.
In San Antonio. But then I started working over here, and I had totally forgot. I had just dropped her, okay?
Huh?
And she just came into the picture, and I've been
What?
trying to tell you.
What do you mean you've been trying to tell me? I've been asking you. All you've been giving me is excuses.
I know, but
Huh? What the is that? I saw it. They have everything on tape.
She's lying. She's
they
lying.
have everything on tape.
No.
She can't lie. You can't. What about that?
She's just my friend, okay?
What do you mean she's just your
We
friend?
used to-
You don't
we
hug
used to
and
talk.
kiss your
We used to
friend
talk.
and be all lovey-dovey
I don't
with
kiss
them,
her.
okay?
I never kissed
Whatever.
her.
I saw it.
When?
Saw it. They
I
have
never
it all
kissed
on
her.
tape. They have it all on tape.
Coming up, the conclusion.
I never kissed
Whatever.
her.
I saw it.
When?
Saw it. They
I
have
never
it all
kissed
on
her.
tape. They have it all on tape. Don't try to deny now. See, that's exactly what I mean. You can't even be honest for 1 second.
We've been going out on dates, and he even told me to come over here, so it's like I'm already
So you moved here because he told you to?
Exactly.
It was just a mistake. I didn't know how to take care of it, but now that I know that you're still serious about me, we can definitely.
Oh, you know, I don't know about this. I mean, look at that whore.
that was
Did you pick her up at Harry Hines?
No,
Okay.
that was
You just want someone with a mind, honey.
Look,
Whatever.
that
Get
was
over it, okay?
No,
Come on.
no, hey, hold on.
Big mistake.
Hey.
Look at this.
Well, Fredo,
We can really work.
do you care about this woman?
We have plans. I mean, we're gonna move in together. It's just, I just didn't know how to take care of this other problem.
Whatever, don't be jealous, bitch.
Whatever.
I want to work it out with her.
What are you willing to do to work it out?
It's over. I mean, that was a mistake. I'm ready now.
Taxi, come over here.
I just didn't know how to get rid of her. I mean, she always called me.
Come on.
She always followed me to my house.
Hey. Why should she believe you now?
It's just now I know what I really have with her, you know.
So let me ask this:
get
what are you
that car we
What are you
wanted.
selling out of the trunk of your car?
Yeah, how about that?
Oh, look, if she
I was
means as
selling
much to you
CDs.
as you're saying that she does.
I was
at
selling
le-
CDs. Can we just talk about this somewhere else? We don't have to do that.
That's up to you, Suzanne.
I just want to go. I just don't want to see him anymore.
You know me. You know it's gonna work. We can leave right now. Come on, Suzanne.
I don't think that's a decision.
Who's gonna take you home?
We'll take care of her.
Call me, okay? Just call me. You sure I can't take you home?
We got it. You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just really pissed off right now.
Well, I know you didn't get any answers.
No, just lies. I feel somewhat relieved, you know, to finally know, and I mean, I can't go back to that. I mean, you know, he stood there and just kept on lying and, you know, sticking to it. I mean, you know, there's no reason for that. If he had come clean, you know, that would have been different.
And he actually thinks that you'll take him back.
That's
No.
what he thinks. But
No.
I mean, after tonight and after everything I saw, I don't see that happening.
Following the confrontation, Suzanne struggles with the devastating reality of Alfredo's betrayal. At the end of the program, Cheaters discloses the status of her recovery. But first, Cheaters reviews the progress of Jennifer McBride, a young woman caught stepping out on her boyfriend Brian with another female. Jennifer calls on Cheaters to clear up some misconceptions regarding the case.
Jennifer McBride, age 23. Cheaters pays a visit to Ms. McBride to get her take on the controversial events surrounding her relationship and confrontation with Brian Riddle.
I looked up and there were all these lights and people running at me. I mean, bright, bright lights. And my instantaneous thought was that maybe it was the police or something called because we were being lewd at the pool, or, you know, you never know. There's a lot of older people that live at my apartment complex, so. That was my first instinct, but then I saw that the people were holding cameras and there were no handcuffs or badges involved.
Is there a problem? What are you doing here?
My name's Tommy Grant from the TV show Cheaters.
How could you?
When she saw Brian, I guess it shocked her to see me with somebody like that. And, you know, he showed up all unshaven and wearing yesterday's t-shirt. I don't even remember if he was wearing shoes or not, you know? And that's just not my style. It's not my style at all.
I've got video footage of you two together, making out, having sex. Do you have nothing to say?
I have plenty of things to say, you know?
I didn't know a man on earth that had a heartbeat and was breathing and had everything intact would not go, just be gung-ho for that. And his abilities were lacking, so I sought that in other departments, and that's not even just it. I mean, being with a woman is a completely different experience.
So, you still love him?
Yes, I do still love him.
Even though you're having an affair with her?
Wouldn't you rather have two women than one?
Would you stay out of this?
Would you stay out of this? No, I won't stay out of this.
Well, she is an integral part of this, you know?
I've been
Y'all both
part
have
of her life for a
different
while
parts to offer. I mean, I can't help it that I can't make up my mind.
Ashley is as open-minded as I am. We still see each other, but it's on the same basis that we saw each other before, which is casual. We're just toys. She's my play toy, you know? Everybody's got to have a toy box.
That's all right, baby. Don't worry about it. He's not worth it. You can.
All you people are gonna burn.
If I was in the same situation again, and till the day I die, I will do this, if somebody will not communicate with me, that is grounds for termination, instantly. Because a relationship can go nowhere without communication, without trust, which ours obviously lost. But it didn't have it in the beginning, really, because he was just such a paranoid person. All of this really doesn't surprise me at all, because Brian was paranoid enough to where it would come to something like this.
Although Suzanne Ravazos originally terminated the relationship with Mr. Morales after the confrontation, she now reports a change in her judgment. Suzanne admits to giving in when bombarded by his phone calls and nonstop emails. Suzanne says she's not a weak person, but lives by the loosely applied credo, everyone deserves a second chance. Alfredo Morales is very pleased with Suzanne's decision to give the relationship a second try. Mr. Morales explains that it was much harder to let go of the past than he expected, and that he made a terrible mistake due to his own weakness. He's now only interested in discussing his promising future with Suzanne, and is optimistic that they will be together forever. Lucy Manuendez is still perturbed about the confrontation, stating that Mr. Morales really wimped out when asked who he wanted to be with. She confidently declares that Suzanne has no idea what kind of man Mr. Morales really is, and that Suzanne is sure to get hurt by him again.